friends. This is Anna from the Faithful Dove. I am freezing. It is my day at home. We are going to do the January. Some of you are getting to see this early. Happy New Year's if you're getting to see it in January 2022. If it's early subscribers, a happy birthday, happy New Year's to you. We will be doing Capricorn through Sagittarius. Timestamps will be placed tomorrow, probably. If you're getting this on January, it will be in the description box right away. If you like what you see, click that subscribe button down below. Okay. We also have Buy Me a Coffee / The Faithful Dove, which helps me to keep the channel running. Let me see. All right. Again, that's buymeacoffee.com, The Faithful Dove, because streaming costs, and I enjoy this streaming. It's very easy to use. All right, let's get started with Capricorn. What does Capricorn have to say to their guides and vice versa? Capricorn. This is your advice card. This is your blind spot card. We'll be taking a look at those in just a moment. This is your answer to your yes or no. Oh, nice. Okay. It looks like you're going to have a great January. And this is also the month that's very important and significant. It will be to you of the year. It looks like, obviously, makes sense. We're going to be celebrating the new year. We're going to be, even if we don't go anywhere, a new year is a chance to start over again, and that is how our guides want us to be looking at it. A lot of us were struggling, and throughout 2021, and things are going to start to look up for us this year. But as I said, January for all the signs is about taking charge. Are you ready to take charge of your life? How are you taking charge of your life? How are you taking your power back? That's very important. Okay. And here's some advice to help you. Honor your inner knowing. In this case, for Capricorn, knows what is right, what is the truth, and your guide is to always be moving forward, even at a slow pace, moving forward, not sideways or back. What moves you forwards, not sideways or back? Okay. There is something that Capricorn was hoping was going to happen or change within the new year in a situation. It feels personal to me. Everything is linked to your emotions, even your job. But this is just saying that that is unlikely to change and that you're going to have to take charge and make the needed changes within you and your life to provide yourself for happiness. Interestingly enough, our tea leaf cards is a month. Let's turn that over and see what month is also significant. April. So by spring, something is going to be blooming for you by spring. And then again, in the summer, oh, you've got a very big year coming for you. What is the question in January that is yes or no, that is deepest on your mind? The answer is no. And these are two unlikelies. I really feel like I'm talking to somebody who wants somebody else to change, and you're the only one that's got to make the change. You're going to have to, even though you're going to have help in your life, you're going to get that leg up. You're going to need to make a lot of changes to change your situation, the other person is not going to change. You're going to have to be the leader. So, number 49, you got number 49 for your blind spot. What I notice not many people are playing the blind spot pick a card because I warned them that uh, you guys, when you see this, it's usually stuff you sort of know deep down, or it calls up stuff, and then you got to deal with it. I guess not a lot of people are wanting to do that. The thing that you should know is if you don't deal with your blind spots and your situations on your own, you're going to be forced to deal with them throughout the year. So why not get a head start? All right, 49. 49. Bias. Uh-oh, guys. Bias. Now, don't take this completely personally. This can be many different ways, and I do try to translate. It says, if you've drawn this card, you are biased. Being biased is currently causing you to deviate from conscious awareness as well as rational judgment. In other words, there's something going on in your life that you think is the only way it can go in this situation. Um, you're thinking it's the only way it should go, and you need to change your perception. You need to be more flexible and allow the universe to bring you what you really want. This could include the people in your life. Maybe you have needed some help financially and someone has offered it to you, but you do not take assistance. You do not take help. You do not ask for help. And the guides are just reminding you that in these situations, sometimes help comes upon us, emotional, financial, whatever, or is offered to us. And it's offered, the universe is bringing you help. And it doesn't mean that it's bad to get help. We've all, especially during this pandemic, it's ruined a lot of us and we're rebuilding. So we have to be able to help each other. We have to be unbiased, which just means there's more ways to a solution than one, and you may have to step outside of your comfort zone to get it. Okay. That is what I have for you, Capricorn. Overall, you're going to have a very empowering month. Key months to look out for things blossoming in April. And then again during the summer, there's going to be some changes in your life that you'll want to get a heads up on. I believe you already know what the changes are. I'm getting that it's going to be a finalization of something. Okay. All right. Now we have, whoa. Now we have Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. Journey by moonlight. Happiness and well-being. Regeneration. Meditation brings answers, and your advice card and your month card here and your yes or no card. Okay, it looks like you've planted a lot of seeds in the past that you were not sure were going to crack that ground, but you have been feeding them. They are coming through. Let's see what month, key month that they are coming. January is going to be the starting of them popping through the ground. But let's see what month here we have that's going to be important. It could be a month, it could be days, it could be weeks. Let's see what we got here. Something important is happening for you within 7 days. What is that? You seems like something you might already know about, but changes are happening within, and I'm getting for some of you that you don't, if you're like me, I keep getting the 555, which is changes coming, buckle your, no. I'm always like, will I perceive these changes coming is good. The truth is, any change coming to your life is supposed to better your life. The universe knows better than you because they can see, your guides can see everything happening, whereas you can only see from your vantage point. You know, imagine looking down from a mountain and seeing the city with some binoculars as opposed to being the person in the city looking up at the mountain, okay? And they're just saying that your mountain is not as big as you think it is. You've done a great job. It's really been hard for you, and it's time for you to believe because your seeds are coming through. You're going to notice within the next 7 days some change is happening, and they're asking you, don't get disappointed. Be the light. Be the light. Okay? Sit. If you have questions still, if you're nervous still, Aquarius, sit, close your eyes, ask the questions, ask as specific as you can, have a piece of paper and a pen, write down what you see, and then go to my do it yourself spiritual folder. And how to get answers from Spirit Easy will show you where to go online to get those answers for yourself. Okay? This is about January is about taking charge of your life. That's one thing you can do. Okay, your yes or no question for the month. The answer is no. Whatever it is, it's no. And no isn't always a negative thing. You know, you could have been worried about something bad happening. Is something bad going to happen? Hell no. You know, things like that. All right, we're going to look up your blind spot card, what you may or may not be seeing. I'm glad that I'm doing these with the weekly and the monthly readings, by the way, Aquarius, because like I said, no one, when I told everybody that they would learn the truth, no one has, but 3 people have played that pick a card. It's extremely accurate. Okay. In this situation, you are staying safe, but are you also staying stuck by having no stance? Changing your stance and or not defining yourself. You may be refusing to settle on a decision, refusing to commit, staying stuck in limbo. Yeah, it says you have, in this situation, you have been waiting, you have been planting those seeds. Just make sure that you do not stay in limbo and you take action, because when those seeds come through the ground and they generate into beautiful manifestations, you're going to need to grab a hold on to them. You're going to need to believe in them, believe in yourself. Okay? All right, that's all that's saying. And the sun card is the best card you can get. You got 2, like sun and regenerate. This just means everything's going to be happening for you. Don't miss out by being a naysayer. All right, Aquarius. Have a great month. Okay, Pisces, this is me, and I randomly picked these cards, so okay. Oh, Sugarfoot. All right. Wowzers. Okay. See what's happening for Pisces this month. Ooh, it's about acceptance, healing. Your yes or no question is a yes, absolutely. Advice card. This is our month card, and this is our tea leaf card. Okay, in the month of January, yeah, see again, be fearless and strong. We're talking about accepting things you cannot change, taking charge and changing the things that you can, which are your things. There, you need to reconsider your position because you seem to be. Some of you are thinking one way, and it needs to be more flexible. Others of you are about to make a decision that is not good for you. Some of you, there's a person that's asking for a second chance if they're not toxic and it was just a misunderstanding. You may want to reconsider whatever your decision is right now. So it might be, oh, hell no, you know. I admire you guys. A lot of you guys, I may be gifted, but a lot of you guys are stronger than me when it comes to saying no, done, and being done. But just make sure you're not limiting yourself, because when you got that no, done, never doing that again attitude, you tend to look at other people in that same manner. And then, like, they're good and they're new and and a misunderstanding happenings, and you just cut them off. So accept what you can, accept the things you cannot change, change the things that you can, and that is you. Um, yeah, it talks about there are a lot of Pisces that are definitely healers, and it does say happiness. Happiness is coming to you. Okay, spring, spring. Oh, that goes right along with the flowers. Look at that. When do the flowers grow? In spring. When are you going to blossom? Spring. Let's see what our blind spot card says. 36. 36. Someday I'll remember all of these. 35. All right. 36. Negative reinforcement patterns. It says you're stuck in a negative reinforcement pattern. This pattern may be isolated to one situation, or it may apply to your life in general. The reality is that you are doing what you are doing in order to avoid something you don't want, instead of doing what you are doing so as to get something that you do want. Just saying, "Oh, it won't work," or "I'm not gonna give a chance to people anymore. I'm gonna stay in my house and live privately. I'm not gonna go out and meet anybody because everybody sucks and everybody has hurt me." For that, for those negative patterns that you get yourself negative reinforcements that you get yourself into, I recommend the Area 51, How to Get to the Core Issue in 2 Questions. Oh my god, that is extremely accurate, guys. I learned that I don't really go out and meet new people because people most people have always, um, used me, basically, okay? And then I had to when I looked at that, I go, "Bam, okay, well, how can I prevent people from using me?" Well, I can prevent them. And should I be, like, seriously not going out and meeting anybody just because most of the people in my life have disappointed me or used me? No, not everybody's that way, but I still feel, and this is negative reinforcement, I still feel that it's a needle in a haystack to find good people, and I'm looking for those good people. What you gotta remember too, especially if you're a Pisces, especially if you're a healer, if you're an empath, if you're an extra sensitive, is that your emotions, your feelings, your actions are intensified. So you're drawn to helping people. And unfortunately, you're also drawn to helping people who are needy, and people who are needy they need you, but they may not want your help, but some of them will take advantage of you. So you do have to put boundaries and limits on. You just don't run out and offer your help to just everybody, and look for the signs. Don't put yourself in situations. If you start helping somebody and they're not responding or doing the work, stop helping them. They must do for themselves. And a lot of people got to learn from the school of hard knocks. But it's time for you to step out of those negative reinforcement patterns. It's time for you to heal and let go of the past. A lot of self talk, figure out your core issues. Then from your core issues, figure out your patterns and boundaries. And then once you set those patterns, set those patterns, once you set those boundaries and limits, all you have to do is be mindful. And immediately, if someone tries to cross your boundary, immediately let them know it. Okay. So, but yeah. And this reminds me of flower shows because I feel like a flower child. I mean, I'm all into technology and everything. I'm having a ball with this StreamYard. I hope to be able to keep it. Um, you guys, a lot of you think that because they're on Keen or other reading sites and it says $3.99 a minute, you're adding that up. But really, after the fees, $1.99 a minute only receives 78 cents a minute, and with your average call being $3, literally they make all the money. And I mean, they are providing a wonderful platform. I work there. I'm not saying it's a bad platform. I'm just saying that you guys have to remember. So when you refuse to spend, and this is hard because you think, you know, oh, that's talking about the biases too. When you negative reinforcement, well, I'm paying now. You're paying them to get rich. I'm not rich. I live in a studio apartment. I'm starting over again. And over the holidays, Keen has made me approximately $30 a week. That's not very much, but they've made a couple hundred a week. And I don't want to discuss it. I'm just saying that I want you to know that when you spend, so you're not thinking we're out there getting rich. Okay, Aries. A breakthrough is at hand. Flexible. There's that card, guys. Taking charge and being flexible. Oh, you got rose romances in the air, or will be. Lucky ducks. All right, there's our yes no question. There's our my question. Let's see. Oh, a lot of us are working on situations. It seems like you are working on somebody's working on a situation where they really like the person and they've been dating the person, and I feel like it's going to get more serious very soon. But I really feel like you're going to have to be flexible because and compromise. A compromise doesn't mean not getting what you want. It just means changing your perception of things. Okay. I feel like this person really wants to be with you, but it's been really hard. Their life has been really hard and they're dealing with something personal. Okay, what's the advice? Move beyond ancestral patterns. Yes, ancestral patterns also, not just ancestral patterns, but things that, not just things that you were taught, but things that life has taught you, because you have to be open and treat each person as individuals, each situation as individuals, because it could turn out to be different. It could be different. You could be not seeing the big picture, which I feel like is going on here. Let's see what your month is. What is an important month? Ooh, September of this year is a very important month. Somebody's guides say they're getting married in September. Wow. Congratulations. But I see others of y'all just snuggling up, finding the love of your life, just snuggled up by the fire, romance. But January is also a good month for romance, believe it or not. There's nothing that makes them cuddle more when it's cold outside. Baby, it's cold outside. And the question of the month, the answer is yes. Your cards tell me and your guides that things are going to be fantastic. Things are going to be a significant improvement. There'll be bumps along the way this year, but you're going to have a fantastically improved year. Taurus. Well, we already pulled that card and flipped it. It must have been important. No way. Whatever you're thinking right now, they're saying, or when you see this, no way. Okay. A knot. Unsuccessful plans. Okay. Stay devoted and committed. Yeah, there's a yes, though. Okay. Unfinished symphony. There's something in your life that isn't finished, but it's been very frustrating. And right now, your answer is, oh, hell no. But there's someone that you're not finished with, or situation that you're not finished with, that's going to turn into a yes. Okay. And they're saying, that's why they're saying you're having trouble now, but stay devoted and committed to what truly is making you happy. Don't be impulsive. And I feel like this unsuccessful plan, I feel like it's a blessing and you're going to see it in about a month. Let's see what month we have here for you that's really important. Oh, look at that. It says within 3 months. That's April. That's spring. Spring is very important because remember, it's January. This is for January. Wow. Okay, 77. What could we be blind from? Let's see if we can figure this out so we can solve whatever it is. Upset. You don't need to have real clarity about why you're upset. You may even be denying that you're upset when you most definitely are. Improvement in this situation will happen once you can admit the fact that you're upset and clearly understand why. There you go with the Area 51 video and the 2 questions to get to your core issue. Um, that's on my site. That'll help you. Patterns. Love is all you need. The patterns video. I will be updating that video to make a video just about patterns, finding your patterns, and setting boundaries and limits. Yeah, this says that something in your life is unfinished. You've tried so hard to make it go forwards, but it hasn't moved forwards, and you're frustrated and you're upset. And it says it wasn't the right time for it to move forwards. Actually trying to figure out, somebody was trying to figure out why, to see if they were doing all that they could do. And it the situation, or whether it be relationship or work or life, this particular one takes more than one person. Okay, the one person, you can only do you, they can only do them. Okay, if they weren't ready or something happened, like it's been a rough holiday because my current boyfriend, he has only one lung and he's really cute. He was my fiance 13 years ago, and workers come. He got hurt at work. Some guy ran into him with a forklift, and let's just say workers comp was drug testing him to make sure he was taking the medicines that they prescribed that were not working, that were just drugging him out. So we ended up breaking up. It wasn't the right time. He's back in my life, but now he has non-Hodgkin's lymphoma they haven't been able to treat. He has the one lung because he had cancer in the other lung and he got most of it removed. And he started having these breathing attacks, and he went to the hospital and he had to go stay in the hospital for 3 days because he got really bad bronchitis. Bronchitis for a person with one lung is like pneumonia. So now he's home. He's going to be on second medicine, but all he does is sleep. Our entire set of holidays has been, and he's become he went from being the most, talking more than I do, to not talking at all, to not even responding to certain texts that I'm sending him. He just feels dead, basically. He feels dead. And I get that. But I really wanted him as a part of my holidays. I wanted to be able to take care of him, and he won't let me do that. My point with all this is that I had plans, Taurus. I had plans. We had plans that we had to stop, and there was nothing that I could do about it. And yes, I felt kind of alone, and I felt, best laid plans sometimes don't work out. I felt patient. If he just let me take care of him, yes, this is empath talking. But anyway, you have to understand that there's a reason it wasn't the right time for those plans. There's a reason. And also, there'll be a time where your plans will work out. For some of you, it will be with the person that you're currently with. For others of you, it will be with someone in the next 3 months. But what you want is going to happen. It's just not the right time for it to happen. It hasn't been up until now, Taurus, but I really feel like this is the changing point for you. Okay. You guys feel free to comment. I will comment. This is a pre-recorded. I will comment. Gemini. All right. Ooh. I get so excited when I see, because I just randomly grab these cards for you guys. It's interesting how they all come together. All right. Wonder why. I'm going to grab, because that seemed to disappear. I might have dropped it. Okay. Anyway. And yes or no? Okay. So, it's telling you, Gemini, it is time for you to start your life again. Take your first step, but this time do not try to put it in that little box that let's see, let it out of that little box. The way that you think life is supposed to go is not the only way it goes, and you'd be much happier. It'd be hard first, but you're much happier if you just let go and let the universe let go and let God. The answer to your question, for the most pressing question for January, is no. And the answer to how to get what you want is to exchange gifts. And I don't mean Christmas gifts. I mean your spiritual gifts. I mean, what do you like to do? Say you're a carpenter. Say you're a cook. Cook for that person, or or volunteer to build something. Things like that. Okay. It also says, Gemini, that and I think this last year was rough. Because of last year, you set your sights too low, and you need to believe in yourself and set your sights. It wasn't about um, you not getting what you wanted. It was about you not being flexible enough, and you kind of, I feel like somebody there really cared about you, but then there was another that was somebody had somebody that was just nasty, and you kept trying to work it out, and you ran all the fight out of you. And that's the thing. I did a lot of fighting for rights and things in my 20s, and you have to realize, even when you're doing the right thing, you got to take breaks in between, because fighting for others' rights, standing up for people, um, taking over and making things right in situations, it can wear you down. Okay. Okay. A key month for you will be February. Something, it feels intense. Something intense is going to happen in February. A conclusion. They're saying a conclusion. Okay. So somebody's still dealing with somebody or a situation that is just, ugh. And in February, that's going to end. And just set your sights higher. Trust and be flexible. Okay. You deserve love. And also, November is a key month for you. I'm feeling that November is a good month for you. Let's take a look and find out what our blind spot is. It may be linking us to all this. We may be able to solve some of this if we just listen to the blind spot cards. Okay, disconnection. Yeah. Your disconnection is what you're not seeing. The hardest part about disconnection is that when you're using disconnection as a coping mechanism, you feel relief, but you're not actually getting it. You don't feel the tension of the conflict, but you don't feel the love around you either. I get that. When Rick died, I totally disconnected, But I get that you were hurt. I get that this person, everything got so intense and you ran into your little nothing box and you stayed there. The problem is nothing could get in. You may have stopped the ongoing tension, but no love and happiness could get in there either. So that's why it's saying take your first step. Take your first step. Trust. I really feel like Gemini, you could meet someone by volunteering or by doing something nice for someone. It doesn't mean you have to go to an organization, but I feel like you're going to meet someone through someone in which you've done something nice for. Think about that. You know, God wants to set you up. The universe wants to set you up. Let it happen. Yeah. This is going to be a good year, an eye opening year. The key is to give of yourself. And that doesn't mean give of your heart necessarily. It means give something to a worthy cause, like do something wonderful, help an elderly neighbor, things like that. I mean, you can volunteer if you want. All right, Cancer. Just a moment. Oh, darn, I thought I turned that off. Sorry about that. Give me just a sec. Okay, the air has been really dry. And, well, we'll leave it at that. Y'all's allergies acting up. Okay. Cancer, in silence, peace prevails. If you believe, truth be told. Blind spot card 59. Advice for you. Whatever your question, yes or no question for the month is yes, yes, yes. It'll be the most pressing one. And a spear. Heartache over what you no longer have. Okay. There's someone that is there's a cancer, somebody, even someone you love. I'm getting that one's a Cancer and one's someone you love that has been so intense that you're fighting, you're trying, you're constantly trying, and the answer is to just take a time out. Go, you know the truth. You may or may not be able to convince the other person the truth. It's not your job to convince them. I believe they know the truth as well. But you've been in fight mode for quite some time, and you need to just take a break. Okay. In between each time, when things aren't happening or things, even when things are going wrong, we are supposed to take emotional and spiritual naps to rejuvenate. It's a lot on our body. Our soul lives on forever. It is amazing, but our bodies are limited. So just like our body needs sleep to recharge our organs, thus does our spirit. And I feel like also that your body is shutting down and you can function, but you're not getting any answers. So okay. Because you ever just been so upset that you can't get out of being upset and you just have to take a time out when that happens, because you can't let go of it. And that's what you need to do. If it's not life or death, I don't have to solve it right now. Keep telling yourself that. Okay. You have to believe that the truth is out there. You're living in the truth. You're living your authenticity. And it's not that the other person or people do not know the truth or do not believe you. It's that they don't want to deal with the truth because something is hidden and wrong in their own lives. The advice we're getting is let go of the need to be right. Oh my God. Let go of the need to convince people. Bad habit, it takes a while. You're going to be all right. Trust me, I've been through it. Key months coming up are something is going to happen within 3 days. I'm just still getting a dead numb feeling coming from you, and I'm not sure why. Maybe that's your body, but something's going to happen within 3 days. It's very important. You need to be present for it, and you need to be calm. So take that time to sit in silence by yourself, no one else, no noise if possible, doing nothing. Even 10 minutes will help you. But for this, whatever's going to happen in 3 days, you're going to need to be calm and clear headed. Then in August, something really, I'm getting a bunch of hearts and celebration. Something's going to happen really good emotional for August. Some of you are going to meet the person of your life. There's going to be a couple weddings going in August. Comment if you know somebody who's getting married in August. The people that I'm seeing have been dating for one set 1 year, and the other set has been dating for 3 years. And there's a third set popping through. They want to be known. Here, your guide wants to know, y'all been dating for a long time, like almost 7 years. About darn time. Don't let anything happen. This is all going to get better. Okay. By August, everything is going to be smoothed over and fine. And the big part is going to be that you no longer care if people believe you or not, because trust me, they know the truth. All right, 59. 59. 59. Give me just a moment here. Oh, here it is. 59. 59. Again, I am not live right now. I'm semi-live, which means this was pre-recorded. You can leave a message and I will contact you back. Okay, projection. Okay, the hidden spot, which you might not be seeing, is you are projecting onto someone else. Yeah, and this may be because you're not functioning at your full level right now because your body has shut down. You're so intense that was like an episode of Family Ties where she ends up punching out the teacher because he pushed an old lady. And she was so angry when she got home. She was still so tense that she was trying to explain herself. And she grabs the collar of her husband and she's like, but this is the way it happened. Like she didn't mean to. She was just so intense. So I feel like you're getting to that point where you've got to take control of it. You got to let go. I mean, even if there's some music that some of y'all into music, some of you into meditation, if there's a music that touches you, that reaches you, that's what you need. Because I feel like nobody's been able to reach you for over a month now. You've been just in a bad mood, closed off. All right. And that's when you need to reach out the most, when you don't want to reach out. So be careful because you're accidentally projecting how you're feeling onto other people. In other words, you're upset and you're treating them in an intense manner, not realizing that you are. But I get this, like, it's almost like your brain is vibrating. It's like, oh my God. And you can't get out of it. And that's what he's saying in silence. Peace prevails. Cancer, you're going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. You just have to give yourself a break. All right. Leo. Ooh, abundance is pouring into your life. Just round and round. Take action. All right, let me see what we got here. Okay. Follow the voice of your soul. There's a situation that keeps going round and round in your life, as the cards say. It's something that you've experienced before, or for some of you, it's the same person doing the same things, Leo, and that's not going to change. You're going to have to take control of the situation, and you're going to have to do what the voice of your soul is telling you to do. Okay, don't be fearless. Somebody in your life is greedy. Somebody is greedy with attention. They want all your attention. Others have greediness with their money. It's like somebody's in a situation with a, I'm going to say baby daddy, who is not paying up. You're going to have to go get help with that. You know, if you go, most states, that was Mac talking the cat. If most states now in the United States, if you go to the Department of Human Resources for help, they will pursue the what they call them deadbeats here. They will pursue the deadbeat dad for you. Okay. All right. But I'm getting that also at the same time somebody is experiencing wealth for the first time in their life. For the first time in their life, things are opening up or will be opening up financially. Just be careful, because you can get into a spending mode and not be wise about it. Be careful to keep your head, because it can get way, way addicting. Okay, and they're saying in order to prevent that, or if it's already happening, you need to take action. You need to take action now. Okay, get the financial advice. Put some of the money in bonds so you can't spend it. Okay, the answer to your yes or no question is yes, yes, yes for the month. Oh, look, my birthday month. March. March is a significant month for you. I feel like something is going to happen in March. I feel like you will perceive it as something that is not that great, but it's actually turning out to be what is best for you, Leo. And you'll see it later on that it was actually a blessing. You're going to get a clear head and suddenly see things that you hadn't seen before. Now it's Virgo. Virgo, my beautiful Virgo. I don't know why I do that other than I'm a very shy person. So my spirit guides must be making me sing. Or maybe I'm like the Pentecostal people who come out of church singing and feeling good. I love those people. Okay. Trust that there's a divine plan. Whatever chaos and conflict is going on in your life or will soon be going on, it will be short-lived, but you're going to have, I feel like it's going to take you on by surprise, or it has taken you on by surprise, Virgo, and just trust that God has a plan for you. Oh, here's a key. It says, shed your old skin. That means people and things that have not been positive for you. Question deepest on your mind for January. Yes or no question. Answer is yes. And you got the wedge card. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. Yeah. There's someone who is meddling. And okay, you don't have to hang around even family members who aren't treating you well. You suspect, and you know who it is. They're actually causing all this conflict. They're jealous, and they want you to be only with them. They have a selfish mannerisms, and they're the one that's always gossiping. They're the ones that's always trying to tell you what to do. Let's see, your blind spot card is number 2. Maybe we can get some more information from that, or maybe what you're not seeing. Virgo. You are stuck in the middle. Poor Virgo. Okay, self-concept. Your blind spot is your desire to see yourself and for others to see you as a good person. God, I know. It's like I used to run around going, I don't understand. I'm a good person. Don't you see that I'm a good person? Because, okay, I used to, I was a step-in assistant director at a daycare center, and I would do the tours. I would say everything positive about these. As long as the teachers and assistants were good with the kids, that's what matters. You know, they were good with the kids and they were professionals, even if I didn't personally like them. You know, they behaved professionally. I would say that. I would say, "Oh, they're wonderful with the kids and they do these activities together." And I had a parent actually say, "Are you telling the truth? You're talking way too positive." And I thought, "Well, first of all, what place have you taken a tour at where they've told you bad things anyway?" But I said, "Yes, I am." Or if I walk up to a stranger and I ask if they're crying and I ask if they're okay, "Yeah, what do you care? You don't know me." Well, the universe, God, Buddha, everybody, the good in me says somebody's hurting, help. You know, it's gotten to be that part of a world where people can't trust that you're genuine. They don't think strangers should care about each other. But, anyways, so just make sure that you be who you are, you be happy, and you do not prove yourself to anyone. Okay? If they can't see that you're a good person, or they don't want to see, or they don't care, that's their fault. Okay. The key month for you will be June. Interesting. June. Virgos in June. Virgos in June. I'm feeling like a lump, like a bump of some sort coming. I feel like over the hump. You're going to be over the hump. Whatever your hump is, whatever chaos or conflict, whatever in life in general, that because I feel like you're dealing with more than just this nasty person. I feel like you're dealing with other things in your life that have kind of weakened you. Just remember that everything is happening for a reason. And if you're fighting against changes, that is usually your will and you're not doing what the universe and something that's seemingly negative, like a change, like say you have to move and you don't want to move, it ends up to be a positive thing. And that's what you need to know. Okay. If you are struggling within yourself against the change, that is your will. That is not God, Buddha, the universe, whatever you believe in helping you. Because I'm not saying you wouldn't be scared a little bit. I'm saying this like inner struggle with Virgo, you know? And this person, like you're down and they're putting all this stuff in your head and don't let them do that. Okay? Remember, we're supposed to be taking charge of our life in January, starting January. Okay? Do what's right for you. Okay. Love who you want to love, like who you want to like. Tell that person to go stick it. All right. Libra. Stepping into power. By the way, guys, if you don't deal with it, you'll be made to deal with it. So you might as well deal with it. Yep. All right. Okay. Well, Libra, it seems like you are gifted. You have intuition at the very least. And you have kind of been disregarding it. I see that you're stepping into your power. There's a change in the wind that is going to be everything you ever wanted. And a year from now, you're going to look back and go, why did I even think? Okay. But it says right now, you're asking, where do I start? Go back to the basics. And it says, those random thoughts you're having or random dreams, take note of them. Look them up. Go to my DIY spiritual folder and how to get answers from spirit easy, because it works for if you had a dream. I had a dream about a shoe kicking me in the butt. No, I really didn't, but and then everything you remember about that dream was it a red shoe, a blue shoe? What was the feeling of the dream? Things like that. Was there anything said in the dream? And you look up the dream, and you can solve your own issues. That's spirit trying to give you some answers there that you've been asking for. And then answer to your yes or no question, hell no. I really feel like you have some resistance in your life, Libra. It's mainly amongst other people who cannot believe that you're making decisions that you're making. Okay. But you, as long as you are moving forward, not sideways or backwards, as long as it makes you happy on the inside, then that is what you're to be doing. By fall, there's going to be some significant, I see leaves falling. I see like you're throwing leaves. This may or may not actually happen, but it's the symbolism my guides like, and your guides like to give me clues. Throwing the leaves up in the air, and you're happy, and you can't believe how things have turned out. Fall is your key time of year. Okay, everything you've worked for is coming to fruition around fall. Who's having a winter wedding? Tell me if you're planning on getting married, and I'd love to hear that. All right, 76. Whoever's getting married in the winter, though, just know that, and the fall too, somebody's getting married in the fall, but just know that there's going to be some bumps along the way. There always is. Stay calm, and everything will work out. It's details. Somebody's going to get crazy about details. When you're up there, you walk up that aisle, it's going to be beautiful. Everything's going to work out fine, even if there's some little changes. To be honest, the feeling of the day is going to have you so enamored with love and happiness and high on endorphins, you're not going to notice little teeny things. And somebody got to keep their mother-in-law in check too. That's crazy. It's like she's trying to make a wedding for herself, but you're the one getting married. Okay, deflection. Oh no. Okay. Somebody is currently using deflection as a tool to avoid self-awareness in a situation where you really do need to recognize something, or they do need to recognize something within themselves. Basically, any time that you make an excuse when someone asks you about something, that's deflecting. Anytime, say you suspect that someone in your life has been doing drugs and they come back and they get overly emotional for no reason. Like what I just asked you about, they're deflecting because they're hiding something. They're hiding the truth. So if you're deflecting, it can be as simple as being I don't want to say overly emotional, but so you get emotional about something and you've had a really good day, and your boyfriend or girlfriend has had a really good day, or your mom, and you come back and they ask you a question and you really don't want to talk about something, so you just kind of snap at them a little, get a little fussy. That's deflection. It's all deflection. And when you do that, you're hiding from yourself as well as hiding from them, because you don't want to deal with something. And the best thing to do, and if you don't know how to do it on your own, you can call me on Keen. You can look it up online. It's absolutely amazing, the things that you can get on YouTube now. I mean, literally. Just the thing, one topic I looked up once, narcissist. Good Lord. Ever since then, I've been bombarded with narcissist videos. I'm learning a lot. Anyway, Libra, you're going to be fine. Everything's going to be wonderful. Just make sure you're dealing with things or asking for help when you need to, asking for someone to talk to, reaching out, and everything will be fine. Okay, Scorpio, you're next. Scorpio. Oh, you got 2 time cards. Everything is smooth sailing. You don't feel like it is. It feels like a wound up time of year, doesn't it? It feels like sometimes people forget that the season, it may be nice to host a party, but if you spend all the time putting the things together and serving everybody, are you having any fun? Okay. Says your life is or will be smooth sailing in January. What did I just say? Ask for help from others. Do the potluck rather than hosting all yourself. Take some of the pressure off yourself. Reach out, Scorpio, when you're even a little bit frustrated. Find your friend, find me, find a stranger on the internet or a group and reach out because you let that steam off little by little. Time to get out of a situation. Somebody made a poor financial decision and you know it's failing and you need to everybody becomes committed because they've spent so much money into stuff. But if you have not made money or you've made very little and you've been doing it for 4 to 6 months, then it's time to get out of it. You're just wasting money. That's what your guides are saying. And it's just saying, just remember, even when you're stressed out, be graceful in movement and action. Whatever you do should be done in a calm, loving manner, even when you don't feel calm and loving. And of course, this time of season, there's no place like home. I'm getting feeling someone has strong family bonds and you need to turn to them. They've been waiting for you to come home. Somebody's saying, well, I didn't want to fail. I didn't want to have them see me fail. So you just been out there all by yourself when really all they do is, yeah, they may tell you, I told you so, but they also love you so much and will be a wonderful support to you. Spring is a good month. Interesting. I had, you have these shuffled, but look at this. April and May come up together. So April and May are going to be 2 interesting months for you. I feel like something is going to happen that's going to change your life for the better. Don't miss out because you're trying not to fail in another situation. They're saying your calling is coming. You're going to discover it. Something that you've probably already know deep down. Scorpio says you are not living your truth in some manner of your life. This could be coping in a situation that you wish would get better. This could be holding yourself back, being the peacemaker. You've been quiet. Somebody's been very, very quiet. Somebody being inauthentic can also mean something's not working out and you haven't let go for some reason. Okay, it just says let go. Whatever it is, it's not working. It's not going to change. You've tried this. You can't do it by yourself, or you're seeing the fruits of your labor is not working. It's time to say thank you for the opportunity to this business opportunity and walk away from it. It's time to say, I can't be the only one in a relationship, even though the other person's going to deflect on you, make it seem like they've been trying when you know they haven't. Don't get stuck in the details. Stick to what, I'm sorry, this is not working out. I've given it my all and I can't give any more. Time for me to heal. Scorpio. Great job. April and May. Gosh, something's going to be really good happening for Scorpios. April and May. Keep saying you're calling, you're calling, you're calling. Okay, Sagittarius. Now, since this is running as a live, it will actually be, I won't be able to put the timestamps up until, if you're seeing this tonight, December 26th, it will be December 27th, but this is for January. All right. Oh, angels just said, oh, girl. Oh, girl, you need to walk in beauty because you are amazing. This is someone's relative. It's like a cousin or something. Because a younger person who might have, and I don't normally, I'm not a medium. Sometimes, like my mom will show up when I'm doing something stupid or dangerous, or she feels like I'm going to. This is saying Sagittarius says, you need to realize how beautiful you are. You are all that and a bag of chips. This situation, they want you to know the situation in your life that they may act like they're all that and bag of chips. They may act like they're better than you, but they are not. You may see them as being someone who has potential. And like, I feel like you're looking, somebody's looking at the wrong thing, is what they're saying. Looking at the wrong thing. It's like, just because they have money in their pocket does not mean they're the person that you're supposed to be with. I know somebody keeps going, I know you want that. I know you want to be financially stable with the person. I know you want a person who can be in a more traditional role. I know you like things, but this person, what you will pay with emotionally to be with this person will be more than the money that they make. It will be terrible. Somebody is going after somebody with money, looking for somebody with money to be a sugar daddy, and it's sugar daddy, sugar mama. I'm sorry, I know how you feel, but this person is, you're gonna pay, you're gonna hurt because they're gonna expect things out of you that you just will not be able to give them enough of. Okay, so somebody's financial situation is going to go through the correct methods, is what they're saying. Like, somebody has children, they need to go get WIC, and they've been too proud to do it. They're struggling though because they don't have the money, and they're working, working, and they can't get anywhere making the income. Well, there are changes, of course, that you can make to your life that you can look for ways to go to school, get some technical education. Um, you also, there is a job out there that will pay you more. I'm getting. Think about that. And because you're in such a desperate state right now, you need to put protective arrows and energy around yourself because you're drawing people in who are going to hurt you and take advantage of you. You need to realize, the guy keeps saying, you need to realize how beautiful you are. And I'm getting that, that snapping the fingers and don't do this and don't do that and don't do that out of desperation. And you're all that. You are so beautiful. Wow. Okay, this person, whoever they are, they love you, they passed on, and they go, 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 go. Okay. Okay. Stepping into a new experience. And your guides have been trying really hard to, Sagittarius, get you, send you blessings, and you're not recognizing them because you're looking towards this dude or woman with money. All right. They're saying within a year, this is only temporary, within a year, you're going to be running the show. The answer to your most pressing question is yes, yes, yes. Okay. What's the blind spot? What's your blind spot? Oh, goodness. I already see one blind spot. Like you don't, your one blind spot is you're going off of desperation and need. You're not focusing in a manner in which you should be turning, because you feel bad if you go to the Department of Human Sources and get your SNAP and your WIC for your baby, and you for some reason you feel like, "Oh, well, I know the reason," but you're not a loser. Okay, there are more people now since this pandemic who have had to take unemployment, food stamps, help for their children. Free yourself up. You want to be the best parent you can be to your child. Free some of your emotions up, some of that stress. And this person that has this money that you're trying to that get may or may not be yet paying your bills. They may hand you some, but I feel like they're going to stop all of a sudden, and it's going to be right in the middle of when you owe something that's going to get you like evicted or something, because this person's cruel and they don't care. Okay, that's why you gotta free up. You're working, you're doing everything you can, but you got to free up some of your income the right way. Oh, no, no, no. Wishing or willing harm. You're most likely totally unaware that you're wishing harm on others, or directly or indirectly trying to punish them or yourself. Yeah, you're angry. I get that. You're angry, but you need to step out of that anger, and you need to realize, yes, it sucks that you're suffering. It sucks that you work 24/7. It sucks that you can't get ahead in life, but I feel there is help out there for you, and this is only going to make it worse. Okay, so look for start with the DHR. I know people who can't get help because they make like 50 cents too much. That's very frustrating. But they're able to go to food banks and diaper banks and infant help places, okay, and still get help. Okay, that's another way to free some of your there. It's anonymous. They don't say, they may take your name and information. They don't get into that. They just want to make you sure you live where you're getting the help. But it's a very private situation from what I understand. So just think about that. There is help. Some churches, they open up food banks, or they leave food outside in boxes for people, like canned food and stuff like that. I mean, Sagittarius, whoever this Sag is, you are beautiful. You are wonderful. You are working as hard as you can. Yes, you need help. It's just who you accept it from is the difference. This is the difference between this person is going to hold you back and ruin you. The DHHR, the food banks, the places that are meant to help families, they're going to give you that leg up. And most of those people who give you that leg up have been there. It's not like we're self righteous. It's not like we're self righteous saying, hey, we're doing this for you. It's we've been there. We want to help you. Think about that, Sagittarius, because within a year, your life is is different. You get to choose how it goes by making the right decisions right now, by stepping out of that little box. And you don't even have to tell anybody. I mean, if you're going to go to the food bank or whatever, you don't have to tell any of your family where you got stuff at. I mean, maybe you have a cousin or a friend who will take you and just won't say anything, which I'm told, shaking a finger. I see shaking a finger in my head. It's like, hold on. It's like, that's right. She knows somebody who she confide in. She know. So somebody's talking to her, but it's not just females that have the problem. It's males too. Okay, you're not a loser. The economy sucks. It has never been a thing where we have been paid enough to live in our own communities. The average person has to work 45 minutes away to afford to live in their own community. Think about that. We learned that when I was in high school, 1990, our consumer ed class, he said, I'm supposed to tell you this, that everything's fine, but I'm going to tell you the truth. And you know, he was right. Okay. And for some of us, like, I have a car, but if my car breaks down, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to go get a car loan. But you have to think about, for some of us who are stuck in the community because we can't get outside of the community, there are ride shares you can get involved in. But for those of us who are stuck in the community, we're stuck making the income. I was there a couple of years ago with a company who pays $1.68 an hour less than the average childcare center in the area. Okay. Don't do that. Don't take a job that pays less than what other places are paying. Do what you have to. You're going to be all right. Shaking her head. You're going to be fine. Just don't do the thing with the person that's using you. And you're saying, I'm using them too. Yeah, but trust me, they're in charge. They're the ones that's in charge, because once they take that money away from, they're going to take that money away at a time when you need your rent paid or you need a bill paid and your lights are going to get cut off. You're going to get evicted. Not worth it. And for the other person out there who's having an addiction problem, you can call your addiction line. You can get help if that's what you want to do. You can go as many times as you need. You have the ability to make it better. And I'm speaking from experience. I've never used drugs, but Rick, I learned, was a recovering drug addict who went back on the drugs the last 6 months of his life. Okay? I know. It's hell on you. It's hell on the people around you who care about you. Take care of yourself. Sagittarius, everybody, I love you so much. Continue. We're going to have lives every Wednesday. Continue to watch. Lives are just, Wednesdays is just going to be like music and chatting. You can ask general advice on Wednesdays, no predictions. In other words, my boyfriend is not talking to me right now. What can I do to get him to talk to me? That's regular general advice. Question, when is this going to happen? Is this going to happen? That's predictions. I do not do predictions. Keen will kick me off. There is a no compete clause, and that's my main source of income. So if you want that kind of a reading, you have to go over to Keen. Just remember to send a little love out to your advisors, because they're not making $3.99 a minute. They're not making $1.99 a minute. They're making 1/4 of that. So, and I'm not complaining. It's a beautiful system. It's just I wish we made a little bit more. But I work my butt off and come away with $3 for a 3-minute call. So it's my pleasure to be of assistance to you. Come on over Wednesdays and give us a little chat. And if you want a paid reading, in the description of the About section, click on About on the YouTube channel, Faithful Dove Tarot, and it's right there. But I wanted to take a minute and show you my new intro that's going to be on my videos from now on. Give me just a minute. And here you go. There you go. Wasn't that awesome? And I'm going to do that as an exit. Remember to subscribe,